Didn't we follow the lady? Did we follow a lady? Yeah, we followed the other lady. Oh. About 10:30 p.m. April 15th at the fish market, East Shells, Orchard of Avenue and Holy Fire Lane, I apprehended a suspicious-looking entomouther, and he was stalking a young woman. The suspect had in his possession a peculiar fish eye. I lost track of where I was at. It resembled a fish eye they seized, as well as a dagger they seized. The suspect resisted arrest. When they tried to cuff him, he cried for help, screaming for his brothers of the EOD. Several other armed entomouthers appeared in the fish market. I was forced to release said entomouther and retreat. The suspects got away. The case is pending further investigation. Okay. So... police report. Okay, what does this help me start with a case then? Eastern Shells, Orchard Avenue, and Holy Fire Lane. Operation Make Liz Feel Hungry by talking about food. Please don't. I've made it this far without being hungry. I had French toast for breakfast. It's really not that far away. We could just go investigate and see if we can see anything over there that would lead us to the next piece of the puzzle. It's gonna sound weird, but what I actually want right now is pizza. I haven't had pizza in a while. Okay, so... the attack happened here. This fish market, you say? Feel in the gentle touch of tentacles. Okay. Hello?
Fresh fish? Fish? Fresh fish? Take as much as you need. It won't cost you a penny. Don't be shy. We have enough for everyone.
I've heard that I can find an organization hereabouts that goes by the name of the EOD. Am I in the right place?
You sure are. I happen to be a representative of the EOD. Pleased to meet you. My name's Anna. Can I help you with something?
Charles Reed. Just a few questions, if I may.
Of course. Ask away, Charlie.
Who's Charles? But alright.
What is the EOD? I mean, what do you do as an organization?
Give away fish.
We are a non-profit charitable organization. Actually, it's better to say that we're a gathering of volunteers. We're not an official charity yet. As for what we do, we try to help ease the suffering in our city as much as we can.
Huh. And how do you do that?
We provide fish for the hungry and fix the homes of the poor. We also patrol the streets at night to keep the wild beasts and bandits at bay. And many, many more things. Whatever needs doing. Anything to help the people, Charlie.
Don't call me Charlie. What does EOD mean?
What does EOD stand for?
Everyone's obvious duty. When we began, it also had, is to help each other. But we dropped that part. It was a little bit wordy.
What would those initials be? Where are your superiors?
It's been great chatting with you, but I'm actually here to speak with the EOD leadership. You know where I can find them?
Not so fast, Charlie. Nobody meets the top brass without being a member. You need to earn a rank in the EOD first.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Oh no, I have to join the companions.
You need to prove yourself. Show us through your actions that you're worth our time. No offense, Charlie.
Do I receive something for the rank?
So, are there any benefits for joining the EOD?
We don't do this for money, Charlie. We do this because it's the right thing to do. Think of it as working towards a higher purpose.
Okay, how can I prove myself?
That all depends on what skills you can offer us. What do you do best?
Get into people's business.
Well, I'm afraid my resume's in my other jacket. Let me see. I was in the Navy during the war, and ever since it ended, I've been a private eye.
The sea provides. Turns out we have a job that's a perfect fit for you.
What job?
Okay. Tell me more about this job.
Well,
Just no. Tell me of a
last
settlement that
night
needs my help.
someone tried to break into our fish storage room. Luckily, the guards scared him off, but I fear they'll be back to finish the job. That's why we've been busy today giving away all the fish to the people. We'd rather it get into the hands of the needy than to some thief.
And you want me to find whoever this thief is, right?
You're smart, Charlie. I like it. Exactly.
Okay.
Fine. Count me
Okay,
in.
now we've changed our name. Our name is
Good.
Charlie.
Thank you. Here's the address. Tell the guard the password, I serve the sea, and he'll let you into the storeroom.
See you later.
Okay, I can now mind palace things again. Okay. Oakmont is starting. EOD is giving away fish. Without the fish provided by the EOD, the city is at risk of famine. Okay, casebook. We need to go to... Where is it at? It's loaded in the shelves. Loaded in the shelves? Yes, located in the shelves of Hawking Lane between Warren Road and Liberty Road. Follow that man! Hops in a boat and chases after a fishing truck. Nope, nope, nope! This is mine! 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 Okay. Sorry. I had to see if I could do it. I had to. Let's see. Where do we think we need to go? Hi, how are you?
You got business here.
Distress or distress? Yes.
I serve the sea. Anna sent me here to investigate the recent break-in.
Sea be praised. Finally. I'm Daryl Grimes. How
You
can
know
I
a guy
help
named
you?
Rick?
Can you tell me what happened? Don't skimp on the details.
Not much to tell, sadly. It was a man, that much I know. He snuck in while I was upstairs, tried to steal the fishies, but I heard
Fishies.
him. Nearly got him with a harpoon by Kay, but I missed in the dark. He got away, that Dane, but I wonder, why steal what you can get for free?
Yeah, that's a bit of a
He
puzzler.
seems nice, yeah. Can you describe the burglar?
What did this burglar look like?
Same height as you. Not too big, not too small. Nothing to write home about. An average Joe. If not for his, bald head. That guy was as bald as an egg. I could see the moonlight reflecting off the top of his head.
Okay. Average dude with bald head. Did he steal something?
What did he steal?
Nothing. I scared him off before he could.
Where did he go?
Where did he go after that?
Don't know, pal. He was way faster than me.
What's the deal with the password and such?
Orders from the higher-ups. I don't get to ask why.
All right. Well, that's enough for now, Mr. Grimes. I've got to go to work.
Here, take the key. May the sea bless you.
I don't think we're going to have that easy a time trying to find him. Okay, we have the guard's testimony. Can I check out your house? Wait, why have they got weirdos up there? What is this?
Wow. It pierced a good inch of solid wood like it was nothing.
Wow, chicka, wow, wow. Oh, hang on. Ow. Okay. Don't slap that. We're back to slapping things. I can't carry any more of that. Wait. That means I might be able to craft, right? Wow, chicken wow wow, a fish. Well, it has got that guy. And at first, before we found out the story with the monkey situation, I just thought that I took that as like a symbol that would probably go on a boat or something like that. Now I think it's probably something that actually happened. Okay. Do we have any more bad guys? Ooh. Someone has a hobby.
This guy must really be into his hobby to have such impressive tools.
Now you're appreciating his tools. Be careful.
Nice work. When I was a kid, I would have gone nuts for this. Well, if it was finished, that is.
Letter from the orphanage. Dear Mr. Grimes, we can't thank you enough for what you do for the children. In these dark times, your toys will go down like a tall glass of water. We pray for your good health every day. We also kindly remind you that we still await your visit. All of our staff and of course the children are eager to finally meet their own benefactor in person. So please don't hesitate and come as soon as you are able. With eternal gratitude, Administrator of Oakmont Street, Jeremy's Orphanage. Anything? That was dramatic music. Why? But why the dramatic music, though? Okay, typically the way this goes is... Oh, there we go.
Thing's dead as a doornail, but I don't see any wounds.
There we go.
So first it ate the fish, and now it's dead. That's troubling.
It's wearing a cat. It's wearing a cat. That's what it's been wearing. It's wearing a cat as an outfit. It's wearing a cat as an outfit, guys. It's disgusting. EOD is giving away fish, and the fish are poisonous. Large quantities of possibly poisoned fish have already been distributed to the city's poor citizens. That does not surprise me. Okay, an old and slimy key from the EOD fish storage. And then his testimony, and obviously we're gonna have to figure that part out. What was this? Hang on. We're doing the slimy wall thing. That usually means there is... Whoa. Okay. It usually means there's a thing on a wall somewhere that I have to see. Assuming I don't go crazy trying to find it. And then over here. And up here. Where are we going? What the heck?
That's a fancy looking bottle. Looks like it was taken from a lab somewhere. There's some kind of powder left on the bottom. I better not touch it. Could be dangerous.
Yep, we're just gonna vibrate at it, actually. Okay, stop that for a second, because our character's going crazy. Don't do that again! You're gonna get me demonetized. Hang on. Let me gain some of my sanity back, and then we'll step through the crazy portal. Don't do it.
Come back, you thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
He was just trying to make people sick.
I hope Professor Westerbrook never learns about this.
What is this?
Darn pests. Mayor, take them.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Okay. He heard something, which means the downstairs stuff happened first.
Come back,
Is that
you
it?
thief. I'll show you not to mess with us.
A man broke into the fish storage, poisoned the fish with an unknown substance, then made a noise which alerted the guard, who chased him out.
Okay. Don't do it, dude. Okay, I just don't need you doing anything crazy whilst I'm looking at your mind palace. Lab flask mentioned a professor. The man who broke into the EOD fish storage is somehow connected to the university. I need a venison? The university! The poisoner and the university. Okay. Nice.
You dig up
Okay.
anything interesting?
I sure did. Turns out our friend here wasn't
Jack,
here
how
to
you
rob the
doing?
place. He came to poison the fish.
By the sea. Are you sure?
Well, that's what the evidence suggests, anyway.
Okay, this is horrible. Please don't tell Anna it was my fault, or she'll have me quartered.
I won't tell her.
Don't worry, I won't tell her. You seem like a decent sort, Daryl. I'll make something up.
Thanks, Mr. Reed. Here's a little something to express my gratitude. Take care now. Still, I've done wrong and I deserve to be punished.
I'm not doing it.
I'll stay on guard duty for the next month without a day off. You have my word.
All right, you go ahead and do what you gotta do, I guess.
I guess so. Where's the university?
Can you remind me where I can find the Oakmont University?
You can't miss it. It's the greatest thing Oakmont has to offer, except maybe our famous caramelized eel stew. Give me your map. There
He's gonna mark it on my map, guys. He's gonna do it.
Don't forget to first report your findings to Anna.
Thank you for telling me which order I needed to do this, and I appreciate that.
May the sea protect you.
Okay. Could use a breath mint. Are you trying to say his breath smells fishy? That's just rude. That's just profiling. So we need to go back
Bilingual
to...
refers to a person who speaks more than one language.
Oh, well, why did I think it was something sexual?
Oh man. Okay, I need to go back to the fish market, which means maybe I need to... I could probably find a place to... There's actually one on the HUD right here. A place I can teleport from. Ma'am!
I've got news about your fish storage problem.
Oh, I'm all ears, Charlie.
It only looked like a robbery. Some guy broke into the storage to poison the fish. Near as I can tell, he succeeded, at least partially. I realize it's a lot to take on faith. Look, I've got a sample of what I think is the poison, though I can't identify it yet.
Sea protect us. That's terrible. What kind of man would do such a thing, and why?
I don't know, but I aim to find out.
I aim to find out.
We need to stop distributing the fish. We have to let everyone know about this. Kay knows how many people might already be affected.
What should I do with the
What do you
poisoner?
want me to do with the poisoner once I find him?
I'd bring an end to him right there if I were you. The police and court are useless these days.
That wasn't the deal. I'm a detective, not a hitman.
It depends
Fair
on how much you're
enough.
paying.
Fair enough. Report to me when you find him. I'll see that the reward will be more than handsome, if you know what I mean.
I'll, see what I can do.
One thing still bothers me. The guard at the storage, Daryl. What was he doing at the time?
He fought like a lion. He missed the intrusion. He fought like a
The guard
lion.
was vigilant. He fought
Fishy
bravely,
lion.
but the poisoner knocked him out. You ask me, he deserves a raise.
Good old dependable Daryl. I hope he's okay. I'll see he gets his due. Goodbye, Charlie.
Just out of curiosity, is there anything else I can do here? Do you have like...
And it is only fair to be afraid. Titanic forces are at work, infinitely greater than ourselves. Unknowable, incomprehensible.
Who gave Richie food? This isn't his week to eat.
There will
Oh
be
no.
sacrifice. There will be loss. There will be darkness. But these are the hallmarks of a pivotal moment in time. And each of us has a part to play.
You seem a bit
I
grim.
guess this city wouldn't be complete without a doomsday prophet.
Let me assure you, I am anything but. I am called Ebernote Blackwood, and this is the place I have chosen to share my message. Please, come to one of my full sermons.
Charles Reed, good to meet you.
You're a Blackwood?
Blackwood, you're a member of the Grand family.
I am indeed the last of that line, inheritor of an empty mansion and a severed history.
Okay.
I'll see you around.
Alright, so we met one of the original royal families, and he's just over here hawking doomsday information in the The fishery? Oh, do you have anything to say? Oh, you do.
This used to be an okay place to live.
What are you selling, mister? I don't see any goods.
I offer what everyone in this Borg needs most. Safety and comfort. You a newcomer? Where are you staying?
The Devil's Reef Hotel.
Shadow, how you doing? Is it sinking you immersively? It's trying to,
Victor
yes.
always thinks so small. A man of your talents could earn his board 100 ways. Maybe you want some more spending money?
I am
Got a
interested.
job for a private eye, mister? I'm always up for a good side gig.
Huh, that's what I like to hear.
Oh no.
I'm Walter.
Side quest time.
I need someone capable to take care of an issue on my property. Local fauna, if you know what I mean.
Alright, tell
Real
me what's
estate's a
property.
risky business. How'd you get into it?
All my life I was a common fisk trader. But I wanted more.
How much would you trade me for these
I
wet
dreamed
wipes?
of
How did they
being
get
a
wet?
landlord, a man who never works. So I scrimped and saved, and bought several houses. Gonna rent them to the refugees and newcomers. And I have even greater plans.
What's the task?
Let me guess. You need a gun for hire. Or is there another task?
I need you to place these incense burners on the top floor of my properties to drive off the wild beasts. Take a photo for me as proof.
Smoke that repels wild beasts. Does that even work?
Of course it will.
Get in my mouth.
No
Get in my
doubt.
mouth.
I bought it from a friend I trust.
Well,
Thanks.
okay. Just give me the address. See you later.
It's not okay. It's just not okay. That NPC needs to blink. I don't think he can blink because he doesn't have eyelashes. He's part fish. Well, he doesn't have eyelids. He's part fish. Shouldn't there be someone manning this? Okay, so we have to find a dock tour. Hey dude, which one of these doors work? Maybe the big door up front. Maybe that one works. Okay. What the heck, dude? There's even a guy standing outside of it. Why don't these doors work? They're doing tours here. Department of Medicine. Well, I mean, yeah, sure. Hello.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Oakmont University Department of Medicine.
John Hammond? Oh,
I'm
no.
Samuel.
Charles Reed, private investigator. Have a few questions if you don't mind. You recognize this bottle? Maybe you could tell me what's inside.
That's one of our lab bottles. We have a lot of them. As for what's inside, I'd need to run some tests.
Okay.
Could you do that for me?
These tests aren't cheap. And the other day I could get right to it, but we're, somewhat hindered right now.
What's up?
Yeah, what is he looking
Our lab
at?
is crawling with, well, creatures. Professor Westerbrook's research is a little unconventional, and something went wrong. Really wrong.
I can solve that?
So, if I do a little pest control for you, you'll run those tests for me. For free?
Our budget is tight. You'd be helping the cause of science, Mr. Reed. Isn't that enough?
No.
Oh, I guess science could help itself.
All right. Yes, you solve our problem, and I'll run the test for you. Off the books. Here's the key for the basement.
Here's a settlement that needs your help. EOD is banned. Apparently they don't like the EOD. I'm gonna snoop around your place before I go down there, though, just so you know. Nice. I can't carry any more springs, though, dude. EOD is banned. To all staff and students of the University of Oakmont, henceforth, any mention of the EOD organization and its symbolics, current or past members, as well as espousing their beliefs, is forbidden on university grounds on pain of dismissal and/or expulsion. The administration has received numerous reports of EOD activity outreach disguised as so-called charity work throughout our university and all over Oakmont. This dangerous activity has reached epidemic proportions and cannot be tolerated. What exactly are their beliefs? that are being espoused. Okay, that's definitely going downstairs. Can I go?
The door won't
Ow,
budge.
man! I can't go piddling your stuff? I reckon people don't like it when you piddle with their things. What is that? Ow. Stop hiding. Potato! Thank you so much for the follow. Don't slap it. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Do I make a habit of piddling on other people's things? Not usually. Just when I'm feeling petty. Experimental log part 1. March 7th. 7th? 2nd? I have finally received a living specimen. Sadly, it's only the smallest one, and the grunts call it Mr. Handsome. But I think it needs a proper name. March 3rd. I was thinking about the name for the specimen all night. I began a series of experiments on the creature. Boring! The naming is important. You must have a good name for it. Mr. Handsome really doesn't work. So far, it's proven exceptionally resistant to all poisonous substances at my disposal, as well as acid and electrocution. It's shrieking, though. It's bound to haunt me. March 5th, the last night, I had a vision. Thousands of hands wrapped around me as a blanket, and I heard the name inside my head. Stygian Harvester. Stygian Harvester. Wait. Didn't the hold on. Lure? Yeah, we already had someone already named it. Well, it's not somebody already named it. This is probably the same person named it Stygian Harvester. So this is the person.
I wonder what would happen if I press this button. Should I or shouldn't I?
I will wind up pushing that button after I stop losing my damn mind.
Some serious equipment they've got here. Oakmont University is clearly well funded.
How dare I yawn? Okay, how many people didn't yawn? You're a psychopath? Psychopath test? Experiment log part 2, March 10th. With those pesky limitations removed, I can finally continue my experiments unhindered. I need to know more. The specimen remained alive even with half of its eternal organs removed. It's fascinating. I'm on the verge of a breakthrough in biology as we know it. March 15th, I developed a way to reanimate their tissue, even in one that's been dead for weeks. That is monumental. The possibilities of it, the implications. Does this hint at something hidden, some trait present inside other creatures and perhaps even ourselves? I need to find volunteers. Oh, Lord. Push it real good? Yes. We're definitely going to push the button. This is such a bad idea.
What kind of person would even touch this? Not to mention dissect it.
Just stop going crazy. Wait for it. You know we're going to wind up bringing this thing back, right? And it's going to be stuck inside a tiny room with us.
I'm glad this thing is dead. Why do they even keep it here?
Stop. It didn't even take 2 seconds and suddenly you're crazy again. We should probably craft some stuff before we go pushing that button. We have 4 points. We should probably do that. Deal double damage with the revolver? Yeah, we should probably do that. What about melee attacks? Carry more rifle rounds? Remain sane much longer. Yes, let's do that. Because my character just keeps going crazy. Double the quest rewards. We already took that one. We actually have this weapon. Accuracy is increased. And it's increased more. 2 additional shells into the shotgun. Wait. Okay, that is the rifle. We probably want to go into the shotgun next, but we can hold on to that because we don't have it right now, so it does not matter. Okay, slap it harder.
So very tempting.
There we go. Satisfy curiosity? Yes, you knew that was supposed to happen. Ugh. Oh, man. Oh, man. Don't go crazy. Your sanity is still dropping even though you're not in the room with them. Come on. Don't be a pansy, it's just an eldritch creature. What do you mean? Where did it go? Oh, I think I was looking at that. Nope. Ow, 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 ow. My health! There we go, there we go. Evidence has updated? Why evidence? I cleared the monsters. Okay, okay. Yeah, well I had to do that. Okie dokie. We have finished the job. Alright, dude. Do the thing.
Your lab is certified creature-free.
Excellent, Mr. Reed. You've done us a great favor. Now we can get things up and running again.
So the experiments.
Lab was, interesting. Running experiments on those creatures. What's up with that?
Oh, they're fascinating, aren't they? Convincing evidence of new branches in the evolutionary tree. Can you blame us for taking an interest?
Maybe not. But so much dead flesh down there, that's going to attract scavengers. Didn't you think about that?
Yeah, well, no. Well, be more careful in the future.
Of course you had to do that. How dare you push the button and not expect someone to hit it. You had to do it in order to do the mission.
Okay. I've done my part. Here's the bottle. Now you run those tests.
Yes. Wait here. It shouldn't take long.
Well, we know it wasn't him that did the poisoning because he's not bald.
We finished that analysis, sir. It's
ricin.
Ricin?
A highly toxic poison extracted from castor beans. It's slow-acting, but absolutely fatal to humans.
Oh, no. What are the symptoms?
How can you tell if someone's been poisoned with ricin?
The symptoms take several days to develop. At first, it's like a common cold. But over several days, well, it develops into hemorrhage, internal organ failure, and death. It's not a pleasant way to die.
So, where do you get ricin? This isn't something you can pick up from a drugstore.
About that. It is rare, but we have a certain amount of it here. For study, in our poison store. Or we did. I'm afraid that must be where it came from. The label had been tampered with, but it certainly looks like ours. Where did you find it?
Crime scene. Someone was trying to poison a bunch of fish with it.
This is horrible. I need to warn everyone in the university about this.
Okay, antidote?
There's some kind of cure for ricin?
I'm afraid not. Once it's in your system, it's a death sentence.
Who has access?
Who's got access to where the poison's stored?
Only Professor Westerbrook has the key. His office is upstairs, right alongside Professor Cavendish's. Professor Westerbrook's not here, though. He's been sick for the last few days.
Uh-oh.
Professor Cavendish is away as well. On vacation.
Where do they live?
I'm not sure, but probably somewhere in Advent. Most of the teaching staff live there. Wait, you don't think it was one of them?
I'm working on that. Can you let me upstairs?
Well... all right. This is serious. I'll help you. Here's the key, but please don't disturb the professor's things.
Alright, tell me about the professors.
I'd like to know a bit more about your professors.
What do you want to know?
Westerbrook.
I want to know more about Westerbrook.
He's the head of our department. He's been here for, well, at least 30 years. He's one of the longest-serving staff we have. As you've already seen, he's particularly interested in the wild beast that recently appeared in our city.
Yeah, that's quite the unique fauna you have there.
I've no idea how he did it, but Mr. Throgmorton's men brought him live specimens for his research. He thinks he's on the verge of a breakthrough in evolutionary theory. A secret that once revealed will benefit all humankind.
Of course.
Some secret should stay buried. 6 feet under.
Or further, if you can manage.
You're not a man of science, are you? It's not about why. It's about what if.
And sometimes it should definitely be about the why and should you, not the what if.
What can you tell me about Professor Cavendish?
He's one of the most brilliant teachers we have here. A PhD at only 25.
So it's
Just
probably
imagine.
Westerbrooke.
His
Not
biochemistry
that guy.
studies are second to none. Worthy of a Nobel Prize.
Unless he bald at 25.
If he could complete his work.
What's his problem?
I don't know. There's some kind of family trouble. It's made him standoffish and irritable, and easily distracted. I hope he gets through whatever he's going through. We need his talent, especially in these dark times.
Okay, bye.
I'll see
And
you
yes,
later.
the ricin does come from the same thing as the castor oil. The processes to create them are different. Therefore, that's the reason why castor oil is not poisoned, but ricin is. I don't know exactly what the process is and which part of the plant is used for what, but yeah, they are the same plant. Okay. Cavendish. Do you have a portrait somewhere? Paper. Brothers and sisters, crossed out, too familiar. My fellow Americans, crossed out, they're Americans too. Citizens of Oakmont, how much longer will we put up with those fish face bast crossed out? Those sea freaks crossed out. How much longer will we put up with this? Those K-forsaken degenerates who call themselves the EOD. This one is really, really against that. Apparently. Oh no, we found... That's not soap. Ah.
This should be good enough to make a decent copy.
Good enough, you say. New Mind Palace clue. Okay. Mind Palace, therefore, let's see. Westerbrooke has access to poison, and George Cavendish made the key. Well, wait, let me go over here and look to see whether or not there's any other connections that might potentially be made. Apparently, at some point, you can actually make connections that are wrong and send your character off in the wrong direction. I don't know how often that's a possibility, but... Westerbrooke? Note from Westerbrooke. This is absurd. It's been 5 months and they still haven't finished repairing my office. I'm done sitting in the corridor like some kind of waiter. I don't step foot into this building again until the workers are finished. You give me Cavendish's office and tell that to the board. I'm through with this farce.
The door won't budge.
Now it will.
These bottles look exactly the same as the one with the poison.
Okay.
They're here.
Putin boy, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Is it just me, or does it seem like that dude's got a very large office? This dude, not a large office. Is his office supposed to be in the closet? Or is this just like the medicine cabinet and they're supposed to be putting up walls to make him an office? Okay, Mind Palace.
You look thirsty. Why don't you
Thank you. George Cavendish, the professor at Oakmont University, is a poison thief. He made a copy of the key to get to the poison locker. According to a student, he lives somewhere in Advent. So we need Advent and Cavendish, so we'll probably need to go to the, whatchamadoodle-it, Department of Records, basically, and look to see what the address is. Maybe. Whatchamadoodle-it and who's its face? Yes. I'm kind of wondering in part 2 that's supposed to be coming out at some point this year how they're going to be changing any of this stuff, or if it's even going to be happening in the same town. Everybody was having discussions about what they were going to have for after stream for food. Any ideas? Okay, so we need a citizen after the flood in Advent. Oh, hang on. This is the wrong one. Yeah, that one. Nope. Okay. Registry. Citizen records, legal documents, occupation. Maybe if we go with occupation, we can find out... Aha! There we go. Advent, St. Michael's Road between Carpenter Street and Constitution. Okay. So we got that.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It lends itself to the noir. It really does, and the fact that you're allowed to make dirty choices, it's kind of interesting too. Go back to the casebook. I need this, and I need to place that. He lives in Advent. Okay, let's go see if we can find him.
What's your problem?
Oh, pardon, dude! Pardon me! Good heavens, dude. Watch where you're walking. I should probably start deleting some of my little pins that I've got going on, because I've already visited them. And I shouldn't have to go back to visit them again, and I'm going to start getting myself confused about where I'm supposed to be.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
Yeah, sure. But you know you get a large tentacle in the middle of your road. It's a weird place to put that, don't you think? And this is one of the nicer districts, and yet that. You know? Liz runs into someone, and pardon you! Exactly. You're supposed to be looking where I'm going. Aha.
Hey, buddy. You look thirsty.
Oh,
why don't you get
thank you.
hydrated?
I just hit the follower goal? Nice! Thank you guys so much! Thank you. I have to do a bean? Let me find something I can spit into in case the bean winds up being toxic. Every time we hit one of the goals that is listed right there, I have to eat one of these every flavored beans, and some of them are pretty disgusting. One is liver and onions, which I've already had the displeasure of tasting. We have Old Bandage, toothpaste. I don't mind either one of the blue ones, they're fine. I've tried the rotten egg. Disgusting. There's also one called Barf. That's gross. Stink bug, dirty dishwater. I've had the misfortune of eating that one too. Dead fish. Actually, was it rotten egg or dead fish that I had? I don't know. Stinky socks and booger. Those are the disgusting flavors. As you can imagine, it would be nice if I got a not disgusting flavor. This is red. So it's either Old Bandage or pomegranate. Yet again, thank you, Reaper, for the daggum beans.
The door won't budge.
Yes, it will.
And judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
Out of curiosity, what is the light you use to get that effect in the background? You talking about the glowy red light? I've got a galaxy light that points at the wall.
And judging by the layer of dust on it, this ring hasn't been worn in a long time. So why keep it around?
Okay, this is gonna sound odd, but I can actually tell you what that tastes like. Have you ever known anybody to like break an arm or something like that? Like several months after the cast has been on, the smell coming from the cast? That's the flavor. That is gross.
A lot of fancy dresses locked away in a dark corner for a long time.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. You're welcome. If I have to endure it, you do too. Oh. Don't slap it. Oh.
I loved you. I always
Liz is getting revenge for us talking about food earlier? Yes, I am. Absolutely. And for making me eat a bean. Thank you, by the way. I do appreciate you guys following. Thank you. Professor's fact list. Westerbrook usually has his lunch about 2:30, get some soap. Anna's always staying at the fish market. She shouldn't learn about me. New hauls of fish arrive every 2 days. An ounce per box will be enough. The guard spends most of his time at the second floor during the night, thinking about a way to divert suspicion from Westerbrook. Don't want him to come into any harm. Don't forget to return the flask to storage and think about plan B. Wait, are we saying that the dude who did this was Anna's ex-husband and he's angry with EOD because she left for this charity thing? Slap it. Okay. Disturbance at the shells as fighting breaks out between locals and Innsmouthers. The cause of the conflict appeared to be the disappearance of several women, with locals accusing a group of Innsmouthers of the crime. The Oakmont police continue to investigate the vanishings, but as yet, the case remains unsolved. One source of the shells reports that traces of fish scales and seaweed were found at multiple victims' homes, which seem to have precipitated the fight. Slap it like it owes you money. Yes, slap it. No, don't. Oh my god. Waste of ammo. Uh-huh. I meant to hit that. There we go. All on the floor. I don't know why he'd poison a whole bunch of people to get back at her, but... Going, gone. Body count rises as the vanishings continue across Oakmont. Locals are in a panic. Panic and locals. Locals are in a panic with most of the reports disappearance occurring in the shells Salvation Harbor and Grimhaven Bay. Captain Caleb Lyons of the Oakmont Police has put out a call for information. Our evidence suggests a link between these disappearances and the charity organization EOD. That has been recently risen to prominence among the city's poor. Most of the victims seem to have either joined this group or been a recipient of their alms. We encourage anyone with information to come forward. The Chronicle reminds readers to avoid any suspicious newcomers, especially Innsmouthers, and to remain at home during evening hours. Okay, I was missing that. Alright. Now, the way he's talking, that does not seem like my wife was taken away by somebody. Would you, this just sounds stupid, but if someone kidnapped your wife and you were angry at them about it, you wouldn't burn the picture of your wife, would you? Does that make any sense? Okay, none of these things link together? Okay, maybe I need to do this first. Okay, what we got?
George? I can't live like this anymore. There's something I have to tell you.
I'm seeing another charity. That does look like Anna.
I don't care what your damn EOD cult demands, Anna! I thought the child was mine. Mine!
Well, that's not good.
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Okay...
George?
I don't care what
You will never understand our cause! My child is blessed by the sea! I'm leaving you, George!
George Cavendish. He had a wife named Anna. She had a baby that was not his, but blessed by the sea and claimed by the EOD. This caused their split.
He had a baby fishy Jesus? I don't understand. That's a little confusing. Oh no, I'm just gonna pass out and be back at my hotel? Oh no. What did I drink? She sounds salty. Maybe. Where the heck are we at? I'm upside down. Oh jeez, God, don't do that.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Hi, Baldy.
Calm down. The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator.
Right now, you look like someone who's breaking into my house. A burglar. Explain yourself.
Can I rub your head? No, okay. Anna sent you. You should explain yourself. You should explain yourself.
Cavendish. Time for you to do some explaining. Care to tell me why you poisoned the fish at the EOD warehouse? And you better not lie to me.
How would we know?
Sorry. Is this making you angry? Yeah, two can play at that game, and believe me, I've got plenty of anger for the both of us.
Oh no.
How dare you?
How
I'm
dare
only going
you?
to ask politely once. Then my gun will do the talking.
Oh no.
Fine.
I've gone gangster.
Fine. Yes, it was me. But I had a good reason to do it. It all comes back to Anna.
Oh, this should be fun. What's your good reason for poisoning innocent people? You know the EOD are feeding the hungry, don't you?
No, that's exactly the problem. They're not doing it out of charity. They do it to spread their influence and recruit new members. Some of those initiates, as they call them, vanish without a trace. And not just them. They kidnap ordinary folks, too.
And poisoning the fish would prevent this. How?
People would stop accepting the fish.
Not everyone in this city believes in the EOD yet. They have opposition among the citizens, both rich and poor.
Blessed by the explosive ordnance
EOD's
disposal,
fish
yes.
being poisonous and several incidents would be enough to undermine the EOD by sparking fear and mistrust.
Is this the only way you had to fight it?
There must be another way to deal with the EOD. Like, if their crimes are that obvious, why don't you just go to the police?
They're resourceful, those sons of hagfish. They maintain a squeaky clean image, and they're good at it. I tried going to the police. They were no help at all. And I'm not suicidal enough to make it public and take them to court.
Okay, who's Anna to you?
What's Anna got to do with all this?
Got to do with it.
As you might have already gleaned, she was my wife.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, it all starts
She's gonna
to
have a
come
fish
together
baby.
now.
Possibly.
The EOD robbed me of her. It all started with the free fish. We were all short on food at the time, and then they hooked her with their nonsense about the benevolent sea and greater good. I looked past it for some time, but then...
She became pregnant.
Yes.
Organante?
At first, I was over the moon. But then one day she came to me, that snake, and told me that the child was not mine. She said it was blessed by the sea, that it was demanded by the EOD. Doomed take them! I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't.
Liz does her own sound effects. Yes, I do. What are you going to do now? Blessed by the sea. What does this mean? Now, I don't know if this is actually a fish person. Possibly.
What did she mean? Blessed by the sea.
What do you think is the cause of Innsmouth syndrome in people?
Living in Innsmouth?
That K-forsaken place has nothing to do with it. It comes from breeding with monsters. These sea creatures they call Deep Ones.
Oh,
they take
it
our
went deep.
women and they spoil them with their seed.
Oh, jeez.
Then they give birth to degenerate fish-faced offspring.
Okay, how do you know this? Yeah, how do you know this? Have you been probed recently?
Where did you learn all of this? This information about the EOD?
After Anna left, I had nothing. But I did have a lot of time to research Innsmouthers, the EOD, and the story behind them. It is an old and powerful organization. They appeared back in the mid-19th century in Innsmouth, and the first people with the Innsmouth syndrome started showing up around that same time.
Ah.
She did have relations with fish, yeah, apparently.
No, of course not. And the EOD is immensely rich. The sudden rise to power of the Blackwood family happened right after they joined them.
That was the guy that was in the fish market that was talking doom.
So what's your next move?
I was interrupted and couldn't finish my task. The EOD received a fresh haul of fish, but now they're on alert and raised their guard. I understand I'm in no position to ask. But after reviewing all the facts I've presented to you, Mr. Reed, would you agree
I'm not
to help
poisoning
me?
innocent people for you. I'm listening, but I don't think I'm going to help you.
Now, what is it you want from me?
Poison the rest of the fish. It's spreading, but it's not enough. The EOD trusts you enough to deal with me, so it should be simple for you. My agent inside the EOD reports that they've just received a fresh haul. That's your target.
I need a favor in
Your
exchange.
agent inside the EOD. Is he fairly high up the ranks?
Emotional damage!
See where this is going. You need something from the EOD too.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a certain person who may be held by them.
My agent can arrange that. If someone is being held by the EOD, he'll know it. It's a win-win situation.
All right. Look.
Okay, we pretend
I'm gonna
we're
need to
on
think
his side, so he gets us higher up in the rank.
But don't be too long. I'm going to need an answer before I let you go. I hope you can understand
You gonna
why.
let me go? I don't think you understand here. Okay. The poisoning was sabotage and pregnancy was ordained. She's a zealot servant of the EOD and she will follow any instruction without hesitation. Yeah.
Hey,
Are
buddy.
we? I don't think we're done
You
in
look
here
thirsty.
though.
Why don't you get hydrated?
Thank you, thank you. It's time we back away and keep our eyes on him and then let go call the nice men in the white coats. I don't think it's going to help and we need his influence to try and get higher up. We're trying to find the person that they possibly have taken. George sabotaged. Okay, this is leading to two different things. Right, it's still saying I need to do more Mind Palace stuff in order to continue. George sabotaged it. The EOD prevents famine. The poisoned fish is spreading. A zealot service of EOD. It's either he's a desperate survivor, he became desperate after his EOD robbed him of his wife and he's determined to save others from the same fate, or he's a dangerous psychopath who won't hesitate to kill innocents in order to achieve his goals. Now there are two different threads. Yeah, he might have a point, but Ryson kills. There's nothing to help for it. So he's essentially killing people because they took his wife. His wife left voluntarily. He's a sociopath. Or psychopath, rather. Okay, and then Anna Cavendish is covering up for EOD's shady ambition to take over the city, or she does honest charity work for the people on behalf of the EOD. Do we think that a charity just handing out food and there's some disappearances around it, that they are... What do we think? Do we think the EOD is hiding something? What do we think? Well, here's the thing. The only thing that makes me think that she might be hiding something is because the security guard seemed very scared of her. So it tells me that she is at least seen as scary worth, and if you just look at her, she doesn't look like she could hurt a wet noodle, which means her chutzpah behind her has to do with the group that she's with, so people are actually afraid of EOD, right? Kill them all and let God sort it out? Okay, she's a filthy liar then. Alright. I'll help, lie.
I've thought about your proposition. Your methods stink, and your plan stinks. Still, the EOD is a threat, and I'm not gonna help them anymore. I'm in.
You're doing a great favor for this city, Mr. Reed. Never doubt that.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Remind me what it is I have to do.
You need to poison the fresh hull of...
Yeah,
I'll be back later. I need to see my agent. Find me after you're done. Here's the address and some ricin.
Be careful with it. Yes, yes,
I'm
yes.
not quite ready to die yet.
Okay. Key evidence collected. Nice. Did I collect all evidence, though? Now I know where the fish storage is. Still acting like I need to do... I think I've got like this dangling modifier right here. I didn't connect it with anything, and I think that's a problem.